Hey yo, what's going on, everybody? Relly and Teach back with another episode. We are here with episode 2 tonight, and I'm even here for waking up trying to get caffeinated. How we doing, Relly?
Solid, and you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Look, we had a solid first episode. We're looking to have an even better episode 2. Um, I know we kind of brought it up last week. Brand new podcast, has good flow. We're digging it. We're all about it. Work in progress. Within the next coming weeks, I think we discussed before, we're looking to go onto YouTube, make it more official. But for now, we're sticking on
Yep.
here.
For now.
Really, what you sipping on tonight, brother?
Well, today at work, I decided to go for some Blue Rocket Pop and some Bell Juice. Right now, some strawberry lemonade hydration. It's 8:30 my time right now, and I'm gonna be crashing in the next hour and a half. So I'm not trying to get the caffeine.
Hey, no worries, man. I got some peach mango in the shaker right now. Getting caffeine
uh,
ourselves. We got the new Yuzu hydration bottles in today. I see what people are talking about going off of last week's episode we did. I can definitely get the Diet Mountain Dew flavor everybody is talking about. Still pretty solid.
hmm, okay.
So really, got anything on the mind tonight you want to bring up? You want me to shoot right in for it?
I wanted to go into this, and I think a lot of people just want to talk about it. A lot of people have ranted about it, and we've talked about flavors that have been vaulted or discontinued, but what about the flavors that should be, available all year round instead of just seasonal? Like Kiwi Strawberry, I tried it, and here's the thing, it's good, but it's not over the mountain. You really got to wait for it good. Like, come on. It's a generic flavor, Kiwi Strawberry. You know what I mean? It's like going down to the store and they're like, "Hey man, you got blue Gatorade?" Nah, man, it's seasonal now, summer only. This isn't freaking Baja Blast Mountain Dew, okay? This isn't like that. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You're telling me that a mediocre flavor you could only get around right when your mother is fisting the turkey? That's bullshit.
Nah, you're right, man. I can tell you. I remember the old days when G used to have kiwi strawberry around all the time, and it was a flavor I used to like. A little disappointed. I wish it was a little bit heavier on the strawberry, but like, it's a good topic to talk on. Start with because they definitely should keep that flavor around all the time. It shouldn't just be
Yeah.
like a holiday flavor. To me, it doesn't even like if we're talking holiday flavors, come on, like let's have a seasonal, like bring back the peach cobbler, bring like we had the
Ooh.
raspberry pie this year, but why strawberry kiwi? Like that should be a mainstay staple, should be around all
Yeah.
year long. Like if we're gonna be doing yearly flavors, like do it up to the odd ones, do it to the desserty ones. Like when you got those kind of fruity flavors, keep them around all
Yeah.
year long. People want to experience it.
Agreed. It's like a generic flavor. Why? Why do it for a generic flavor? I don't get it. It's like when they did with grape and they're like, Galaxy Grape is app only. It's not that damn good to be app only, is it?
Uh,
Pink lemonade, it's not that damn good to be app only, is it?
I'd rather at least see them do app only than like just completely vault it. But no, I completely agree. Like if they're trying to have like some little exclusivity to get people to download the app, it's whatever. But like make it be a flavor that should be seasonal, not ones that are mainstay staples. Like come on, like everybody loves a good grape. So if I'm trying to introduce like get someone into G Fuel, the best way is like, hey, would you like? Oh, I like grape. Okay, you know what? Check out Galaxy Grape. Oh, how do I get it? It's
I
on the
mean,
website.
I don't like the grape because it reminds me of cough syrup, but I get it.
So it's like
You go with the comfort flavors. I get you. It's like here's one, and this is the one that pissed me off. Sour apple, sour green apple. You released it around St. Patty's Day. Had a very small amount around Halloween. Come on, that's another great one. That's a
uh,
5-star flavor to me.
even when we
Why?
brought up last week, Cyber Punch, Fruit Punch, it's the same deal.
Yeah, fruit punch is so generic. You're telling me that they brought it away just to like take it over from like the juice or whatever else, or
Yep.
M-Fam punch or anything else? I mean, not on.
I mean, how many
Sick of
people
it.
do you know enjoy a good fruit punch? And like, it's probably a mainstay staple you think should be around all year long because people are gonna love fruit punches. Like, it's just understandably so.
every fruit punch is different, but it's just kind of one of those things where it's like most people enjoy something similar to like a good fruit punch. Yeah. Like I think phaseberry is like a comfort thing. It's like you like strawberry and blueberry? Yeah, because pomegranate you usually don't taste it unless it's like the Red Bull pomegranate, you actually taste the fruit.
Hmm.
But if it's like in phaseberry, it's like, hey, strawberry, blueberry, this is comfort. I like.
I mean, like for the example, like what if they just took Fazeberry and took it off the market, like just took it right off, just booked it, put it in the vault, took it away. You know how much of an uproar there would be. I mean, you got that
Me,
phase label. Yeah,
me.
exactly. You would be too, and they got that phase label slapped in there, and you know the phase fans or the phase fans are gonna be like a little ticked off about it. You're gonna be ticked off about it.
Isn't
Like
that another OG flavor? Like it was served in a black tub, an OG black tub, right?
it was an old favorite. Well, not Fazeberry. Uh,
It wasn't.
it may have been very first originally, but I don't personally remember it being in a black tub. It wasn't one of the original six, at least.
Not the original six, but I remember it being in a black tub.
They may have at
I
one point.
remember seeing one. And mind you, this is a guy late to the party.
But even like on that same similar topic, and you just bring up black tubs there, like an old favorite of mine from the original days to even now that you have to go into like Amazon, I think, or like maybe an app exclusive. I can't remember. It's whatnot, but like lemon lime,
It
that was
was
a go-to
one
one.
BOGO event. And by the way, it was one of those where it's just kind of like, hey, I know you already ordered one to get those flavors early so we didn't run out, but order again, Chief. We got lemon lime. And I tried a sample of it and I'm like, this is just okay.
Yeah,
But
it's
for
nothing
some
special.
people that are OGs, it's like, let me get some of that.
It's nostalgic. It's a classic. Like it's something out of this world, amazing, but it gets the job done. It's like just a pinpoint flavor. It's not like, oh my god, I'm never drinking Sprite again. We're never having Seven Up again. We're never having Sierra Mist again. I'm just only having this lemon lime. But the point
Sprite
stands.
is the king of lemon lime, but
Oh
yes,
yeah,
the point
100%.
stands.
Uh,
Absolute.
Man, I feel like there's another one off the top of my head I'm trying to think of that they like. There's my all-time favorite. They vaulted it, and that usually needs to be around all time. Like peach iced tea, everybody loves it. That one, like, that was vaulted a year ago. Nobody even knows why, but like they need to bring that back. And at one point, they made it even the Halloween flavor for some reason. Try to turn that into a seasonal thing. We didn't even get that this year for seasonal. We just got like, hey, here's strawberry again. It's seasonal. Like you can get it all the time, but here's our fourth reskin of it.
Pain.
Uh, I mean, even one that you recently experienced, that is a main state staple way back in the day, and they don't have anymore. Peach mango. I freaking love peach mango.
Can we just go? Can we start like a campaign at this point? It's like I remember when Johnny Price, hey JP, repping, got on for some comfort tonight, a little bit of warmth, but it's like anything to bring back peach mango. Like you, some people are making the argument that any energy flavor should have a hydration, but I mean G Fuel will sell it, and I'll get to that later on. But really, just anything to bring it back. There should be like a campaign for this. It's like I don't understand. It's like try new things. I understand, right? But it kind of goes like this. From my experience in retail, if it works, right, they're going to keep selling it, but then they're going to expand the line and see what they can do. And if it's
Mm-hmm.
not a fan favorite, it's going to go from there. Like my girl Taylor, she actually looked at the expiration date and she goes, they totally reused the powder from last year because she got the jingle juice or whatever the reskin of the kiwi strawberry, and the expiration date is 2023.
Wow, I'm surprised it's not
So
even a 24.
that's early, man.
Yeah, that's very early. Most
That's
powders are
early.
good 2 years on shelf.
Yeah, so it's middle of December 2021. She's got it. Let me just double check that.
I mean, it's heavily speculated even right now with them making their little polls for the fans and whatnot that we're gonna get Peach Mango back. So, dear God, I hope because it's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, I mean they listen, but at the same time, it's like, don't give me false hope, damn it.
I
Don't do it
mean,
to
you're
me.
not wrong. I just spent $80 to go get another tub of it, and dear God, do I love
Oh,
the man that hooked me up with it. And even though it's a white top, I'm like, gross, white top. Like I was saying last week, it's not that hard to not white top your tubs, everyone.
actually, you know what the easiest thing I do is I open it with a butter knife.
Butter knife works, dude. There's the age old classic that even some other like fans of the show will tell you. You give it the claw technique. You just stick your fingers around the claw shape and just move it around.
Yeah, the expiration date she has is October 2023.
which is sad because almost every powder you get has a 2 year like shelf life. So,
That's not even 2 years of
oh no,
forgiveness, so they definitely reused it from last year.
because like I'm trying to think, almost everything I have, unless it's
Just
like an
makes you
older
think.
flavor.
Just makes you think of another seasonal thing. It's like you didn't even sell it off on like a clearance or something like that, or have a special on it. It's like you saved it for last year and you put it in like a corner somewhere. Like,
Nah,
come on.
like even the peach mango I have, this technically expires this month, 12/21, but it's still great and as is. So
Yikes.
unless, do you think they're actually just using the like the tub itself and just giving it the new reskins, but the powder's still good?
It seems that way.
It could be very well the case. Um, I mean, even to that extent, I had to check out my shiny splash. Do you think they reuse the tubs for the new shiny splash reskin, but put on the new label?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's possible, damn well possible.
Absolutely.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes like I do get it. They definitely need to keep flavors around year long. They're definitely like fan favorites. But even to the simple extent, like you brought up, pink lemonade. Why is that only more of a summer flavor? A lot of people like pink lemonade. They just reformulated it, so why not keep it around all the time?
Yeah. I mean, again, lemonade is a generic flavor. This
Mm-hmm.
isn't like a pie. Like peach cobbler, I mean, mixed reviews, but in milk, a lot of people would love it back.
I think it is the more generic flavors they have to keep around because like
Yeah.
if you're talking to your average buddy and they're into lemonades, like they're gonna want an easy way to get into G Fuel, and they're gonna just want to be like, "Hey, give me lemonade, give me pink lemonade." They're not gonna want to
Yeah.
try your weird fruity flavors like, "Oh, here's passion fruit guava." Like, I ain't so sure about that one, Chief.
Hey,
But like,
speaking of, what happens if they don't like sour? You can't just say, "Hey, here's sour demonade,"
yeah, or like, "Hey,
because
here's sour
that sounds
faceberry."
yeah, like that sounds like a generic one, but it's just like if you don't like sour, you're not liking sour demonade. That's just it.
And even then, like another perfect example that we were all hyped about, Nemesis Tea. Well, like I get it was technically around for like
Too damn generic. Ever heard of Arnold Palmer, my guy? Come
same
on.
thing. Yeah. Oh no, you're right. But like, I understand they're doing it for movie promotional and all, and it's got that seated behind it. I get it. I understand. But like, if you ask the fan base what was one of their top lemonade flavors, I almost would put money on it. They're gonna say Nemesis Tea.
You know, the way I kind of look at this, and you're probably going to laugh at me saying this, right? Think about G Fuel like pizza, okay? Think of like your regulars and like, okay, I'm buying the product, I'm buying a shaker. But then it's just like, think about the toppings, right? Think of like the pepperoni as in like a cherry. There's
Mm-hmm.
different kinds of pepperoni. Not everybody likes cherry, but it's there. It's generic meatball, mushroom, extra cheese, all that, right? It's like mystery to me is like the anchovy. Look, just like it's an acquired taste, buddy. I guess, but for the most part, it's a hush hush off the menu kind of thing, you know?
I mean, we can let leche mystery actually be one of the non-seasonal vaulted flavors. Like, we don't need it. But no, you
Listen,
definitely got a good point.
listen, if you want to make it as like part of your like the spring BOGO, I mean, listen, if you want to oust that, by all means, I'm not losing sleep over it. But just do me a favor. It's just kind of like now that everybody knows the flavor, it's like okay, you can figure out what you did wrong or not. It's like other flavors. I mean, worth it. Some, not so much. Like, I mean, I gotta document my scale of what I've tried, but there's not a lot where I said I don't like this or I don't hate it. There's been stuff I like maybe didn't finish. Like, there's stuff that's just okay. Then there's stuff that's like good okay. It's like, where's the bubble of this is okay, but I'll buy a tub? And then there's I'm not buying another tub, but it's okay.
Now, where do you think they're drawing the line in the sand for keeping it around longer or keeping it seasonal, etc.? Like, for the example, I even brought up like peach iced tea. That was a main staple flavor. A lot of people loved it. They had the great deal with Lyric. As far as I know, Lyric is still sponsored. He's still in good standing with the company, but they dropped that one. Um, even as something as like the pink lemonade again. Like, what is it that truly determines for how long it stays and what way it gets to come back, or why is it gone?
Hmm. You
Like,
know, you
you
could
know,
say
these
the
are even
same.
popular flavors. People love them. They're selling them. It's not like they're
Yeah.
just sitting on the shelf.
It also really sucked that if you take like peach iced tea, it was only in the samples. Same thing with the cotton candy. It's like, okay, you vaulted a flavor and put to only packets, or you have to go out of our way for packets. It's like, listen, I understand Keemstar is a douche and you no longer have ties with them, but could you revamp it? It's not like he owns cotton candy.
Yep, exactly.
Do me a favor, put the kibosh on the bullshit and just release a tub of cotton candy. So you help me, God,
I,
please,
they
please.
could because they came out of Flavor Bomb, and technically, even though that's not cotton candy, you can't tell me that doesn't taste up like cotton candy. It tastes
I'm
just
not a
like it.
watermelon guy, so I stepped away from that. But if there's cotton candy in there, then guess what? Don't piss on my feet and tell me it's rain.
No, but like for real, it was like vanilla, watermelon, something else. But like, if you came up to me and you told me this was cotton candy, you would have believed it. It straight up tastes like cotton candy. Like, I wouldn't even fool you.
Yeah, that's what kind of gets me.
But like, if it definitely shows, like, they're a company, of course, they're a business, they want their products to be selling. So like, why not keep these main staple flavors that everybody's gonna want or everybody's wanting to try if they're looking to get into it on the shelf all year long? It doesn't make sense. Because like, sure, you want to come out with more, as you said, pizza flavors. You want to try new combinations. You want to try new toppings, etc. And they're pushing out more and more new flavors almost every freaking month. We're getting a new one at this point. But what's keeping it around? What's truly determining it for it to stay? Like for me, I'm gonna hate the day I see it. But this year, probably my honestly top two favorite flavors were Venom and Carnage. I get it was a movie promotion, but why not like keep them around all the time? Why is it got to be a limited thing? And even not with those, like, what's it? Trying to think of a new one that came out this year that wasn't related to something of a product that I really enjoyed. Definitely not Area
Uh,
51. Definitely not that.
Phase 51 again. It was bland. Like a Gordon Ram would tear him a new one. He would be like, "What is this? It's bland."
Because
Trying
like
to
I
think
want to say
back.
Maiden's Blood, but that was due to game promotion. Um,
Raspberry Pi, that was just a thing.
that's probably gonna be seasonal for holidays.
Maybe a one-time release like Peach Cobbler. We don't know.
Man, it better not be. I got a tub of Raspberry Pi in the mail. That better be.
You
Hopefully,
want
it
to know
gets
what
here
the
soon.
thing is too? And correct me if I'm wrong, but if we're talking about making money, okay, you capiche, you understand?
Oh yeah,
You know what?
got you.
You know what the thing is that really just ticks me off to no end? It's like if you want to talk about money, if you want to talk about cash grab, how about this? I go to the apparel website right now. Mind you, they just did something else with a thread company, whatever. Let's see.
I
You
gotta
have
admit, I picked up almost everything from that drop. That drop was
okay,
hot.
I'm just saying, right?
No,
In
no, I'm
the
not saying the bad
on the
sense. I'm just putting it out there.
I'm just saying on the website, right? You got a black tee sold out. You got a dead hat sold out. You got a generic tee in an orange, a white, a gray, and then you have the logo itself in a purple, which is sick. But you're telling me that you can't put a hoodie on the G Fuel website, post it for like 50, $60, and people aren't going to snatch that? Like, what are you doing? I'll give you a good example, right? My boy Johnny Price. Let me tell you something. You want to know how much this actually is before you go with shipping and everything else?
Oh,
This is $32.
which is very
Everyone,
cheap for a hoodie.
dude, it's like you want to go to any place that sells a hoodie, they're $50 tops. And most of them are going for like, oh yeah, you want it? 60 to $80. And I'm like, what? That's a lot of money just to drop like that without saying something. Giant price, his internet wasn't working, and he just goes, "Hey man, my merch is here," and I'm like, "Let me take a look at this." And I'm like, $32 hoodie, gone.
Yeah,
I,
like
I screenshot him the receipt, and then I showed him a picture. I took a Fazeberry tub, and I went, "Is this a good impression?"
yeah, like even on the off topic, on topic, like it's a good similarity. But no, you got a point because like I've spent deep money on hoodies. Like I've spent like $75 before,
Deep.
and it's like hoodies go for a lot, and you know they're not making them for that much. So it's like even similar to flavors. Why aren't they having a hoodies? Why aren't they having more
Why does it
apparel
seem
all
like
the
it's
time?
like? Why does it seem like an exclusive like club or something? I'll give you an example. I'm on the Juju website. They got snapback hats, $24. Masks or gaiters, both of them $14. They got a unisex hoodie, 42 and change. They got t-shirts. They had champion hoodies, big or small logo, $56. Beanies for $20. They got
Oh,
sweatpants for crying out loud.
don't
They
even get me
have
started on
they have
Champion.
their brand on, regular hoodies. Like your G Fuel could easily do that if they wanted to.
Man,
Easy. In a
I missed out on the
heartbeat.
original Champion slash G Fuel like collaboration that came out back in April. So I'm over here having to pay like 60, $70 for the one hoodie I have. I paid thankfully only 35 for the shirt. But it's like I get if those are technically a limited time collab and but like they sell out so fast, people are gonna be buying your stock. Ramp it up. Especially when it comes to like the black shirt. I was lucky enough to buy one of those black shirts a long time ago, but a black shirt with a logo, a basic logo is sold out. You're telling me they don't have those on pre-order, on order, and more? Like you, like it's the main way. It's how they get your logo out there. If I'm walking down the street, yeah, I want to rep the fuel. That's how somebody's could be looking at it. Now you're telling me I gotta go buy an orange shirt, which even the orange shirt is looked at to be seasonal, and that it probably won't be around long because they released it for Halloween.
Yeah, like again, why is it gotta see like it's this, I don't know, exclusive to the point where you can almost say country club?
Well, even if they're
I'm sorry, but we're gamers. This is the place where I'm sorry. Does anyone not remember the 90s and early 2000s where it's just kind of like, people laughed at us and we kind of did our own thing and you had friends over, or the times where you just basically opened up like a soda or energy drink can from the store. It's a Friday night, you're playing Need for Speed or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. Those days, even up to then, it's like, come on. This isn't like today upon entry, they ran a champagne at the bar. No, shut up. This is not a country club. This isn't anything like that. There's no paid membership. It's like, why are we treating it like it's something it's not?
they're trying to
It's
go
like,
more with like the hype beast model where it's like, hey, look at our
yeah,
new
this
cool
is this
stuff,
isn't
and it's only out
Supreme.
for like a day because people are going to eat it up. But you would think at the same time for how well that company has done in the past 2 years and how many people are getting into it, which goes back to our like, why are they vaulting, taking away classic flavors? Like, if I'm getting new into G Fuel, I'm like, yo, this is sick. It helped me make life choices. I'm not drinking pop anymore. I think this shirt's cool. Can I go buy the shirt? Oh, I can't go buy the shirt because it's already sold out from the first 30 minutes of it being out. Like, when it comes to apparel, you want to advertise your company. Why are they not stocking the hell up?
Yeah. That's the thing I don't get too is like, I always said this, right? Now, Supreme knows that if they order two hard shirts within 2 minutes, that site's
Gone.
going to be sold out of two hard shirts. Now, listen,
See
I'm
ya.
I'm around the New York area, and before I know it's going to be like, refresh related, dude. And yeah, you even got bots for it. But again, if you could sell X amount and somebody's selling it for a huge amounts more, like that champion hoodie, you know that you're going to pay about $100 for it. And that's if it's like a double XL, I get it, probably not. But if somebody says, "Hey, medium champion G Fuel hoodie, still in the
Right,
plastic, still
right
got
here,
tags,"
right here. I'd buy in a heartbeat.
and how much is that going to go for? Over $100, right?
I mean, I was thankfully lucky enough to buy mine for 65, and even then, that's still above what the original prices were.
Exactly. So my father always said this, even though he doesn't get the business model of like secondhand stuff. If somebody could sell it for double of what they sold it for, why wouldn't they just sell more of them, and why don't they just keep selling them?
Exactly. They're going to be making their profits off it, especially when it came to like exclusive hoodies like that. Even the most recent one, the like little, I don't know what you want to call it, the ice collection or whatever the heck, because it was all white and blue print. Like,
Yeah.
people are going to buy into that, and they already have. But technically, that's supposed to be on pre-order for up to at least a week, so they may be fixing and adjusting the model. But it's like, come on now.
Okay. So here's one I know you wanted to get into. Let's just go with the problem with the gift guide. Because
Okay.
before it seemed like there was 12 items, specials this month.
Yep.
And then it went to, wait, what the hell happened to everything? And then they readjusted it. So let's see. It
It's like that.
started with the raspberry creamsicle.
that even kind of goes into like the last topic of like it's showing off now for this quick little moment, and then they're bringing these new ones out that's pushing the old ones out.
Yes. But the thing is, right? They've been releasing things at weird times. Like the raspberry creamsicle, Black Friday, that weekend they told us about it. So I said, hey, if you don't get raspberry pie, don't worry, we got you within our raspberry flavor. Some people didn't like it because they thought it was too watered down. They didn't like it, but hey, you know what I mean? To each their own.
I mean, even my quick little review, because I got that in. Like, I think it's a great flavor. I really like raspberry creamsicle. I think they did well with it. I personally like it a lot, even though some people say it's watered down. I will agree, it's a bit watered down. It's still there, but I think they did a solid job with it. Like, they took the formula from Orange Vibe, threw some raspberry in that instead. It's kind of watered down, yeah, which can suck, but like it's still a solid flavor. But even at that,
Yeah, really is. So I mean, second on the list came Doug is Raw. So I'm actually okay with this because if you are a streamer and you just tell your I mean, I'm pretty sure that they say like, hey, don't leak this or whatever else. But if you're a streamer and you just tell the world, hey guys, December 2nd, I've been holding off on this, but I got a shaker that came out today. I think that's okay because it's like for anyone that supports you, this is really cool. You know what I mean? Like that's the opportunity for somebody else. So I can't really discriminate that.
oh no, I'm
So
all for it. But fun
yeah.
fact, that's probably one of their least selling shakers.
Oh, absolutely.
That
But
weekend it came out, for 3 days after that came out, that weekend, stock levels did not drop. If you use stock level extensions on like a Chrome or Firefox, etc., to check out how much is in stock, that item did not get touched.
I think that's because they're trying to get rid of like I mean if you showed the whole calendar, you would be around for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, I thought there were some shakers that would be gone by now. I thought the Huskers would be gone by now, but I think some people might be holding off.
And like even on the advent calendar, sure they didn't come off and straight say like, "Hey, these are all gonna be new items," even though they kind of promoted it to be, "Hey, new items." Some of them are new, some of them aren't. But like, really, you're telling me one of these days it's just getting Kiwi Strawberry? That's it? Like, hey, we're putting on this day now for the rest of the month. It's available. Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
I mean, there wasn't much leaked outside the Raspberry and the Spider Man. They really put a lot of hype on it. But it's like when you leave things empty, and so far there's three more empty as of the 13th. One comes out tomorrow. Who knows?
But like,
Uh, we got the 21st and the 23rd. So, I mean, my thought is kind of like this: if it's products like this, why don't you just, I mean, I wish they could just show everything at one time. Although maybe they're concerned, like, as in, like, hey, they're going to wait for the second to last one. It's everything they want, and then just boom, one big order.
it's a marketing strategy because they want to hype people up to see what it is each day, and then once it pops out at that 3 p.m. time, then everybody can hop on it. But if they know about it ahead of time, they may not jump on and dislike it. And that's another thing is they're like, hey, we have X amount, we got to hype it up. Comes out at 3. I may not get it, but if it's only out this limited time before they vault it or take it away for some weird reason, I got to get it. Or
Speaking
like,
of, do
because
you
like
think
the
the MFAM collector's box and the Sugar Plum are going to go
uh,
really
M
quick? Or,
M-Fam, yes. Sugar Plum, no. Sugar Plum is a new flavor. It's a little odd. Not everybody's going to be into it. M-Fam, yes. You have a lot of diehard people that were into the cans. They love that flavor, and now it's a hydration, and people love their hydrations for some reason. And they like the box and everything, and it's M-Fam, and you have loyal M-Fam fans. Yeah, you're going to be seeing M-Fam sell out pretty quick. Even like to the same thing you brought up with like the shakers. I'm always cool with shakers, but like Doug is Raw, hardly sold. Wubby shakers, just because you put two cats on the shaker, that sold out in an like 3 hours at most.
yeah,
Gone.
that sold out the first day, which I was surprised about because I think a lot of people thought that the Shakers, it's just kind of like, we could wait, we could wait, we can wait. Not this one.
And
Not
again, they
this one.
didn't promote this holiday calendar to be like all new items, but like sure, last weekend, even on the 12th, they released that line. They would have set dates, and then they would play with us. And I don't know what it was. Some are saying it was a stock issue, which I don't truly want to believe. I can't, I don't have an exact reason as much as I want to. But there's a lot of these things that were supposed to come out at different times or different dates where they had to push it back or change it because of some X reason, which I don't know why. And some of them even as simple as like, did you see today's release?
Yeah.
Hey, here's your
The ice cream.
National Ice Cream Day. Here's $5 off each tub. That was their special promotion for this on the Advent calendar. I'm like, really? You're wasting an Advent slot on a small sale for something that no one's gonna give a damn about? Like, sure, maybe the Orange 5 fans are gonna get in on this and they're gonna like love this kind of promotion, but like, really? That's what you're using a slot in the Advent calendar for? Not like a new shaker, not like a
I
new flavor?
agree. I mean, if you're an orange vibe or if you like that raspberry creamsicle, I get it. Me myself, I'm a snow cone guy.
Oh,
But
snow cone's
even,
great.
oh yeah, absolutely. But even I'm just kind of like, you hype people up for this.
Yep, here's $5 off. It's no different than it is if you go buy the tub on Amazon, which I recommend going off the actual straight G Fuel website. Don't buy off Amazon, but like still, like that's not something to put on an advent calendar. That's not something to get people hyped up. That's just gonna have more of a letdown than anything.
Yeah.
What do you think they're doing tomorrow for the 14th?
You know, call me crazy about this, but I'm kind of seeing a pattern here. If I look up and down on this, I think it's going to be another shaker.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Because if you look at it, right, there's 12 slots, middle slot shaker, middle slot, right in between the ice cream sale and the collector's box. I think it's another shaker. Who it is, we'll see.
I mean, Wednesday we got the MFAM hydration collector box coming out, and then a few days after on that Friday we got the sugar plum. I'll admit I'm gonna get the sugar plum. I'm not gonna get the MFAM. I'm not a huge hydration guy, as I've said before. First episode, I drink G Fuel for the caffeine. Let's be real. Like I like the hydration bottles; they taste great. But I was really honestly more hoping this was gonna be like the official release of the MFAM. Like here's your tub. Here's your normal tub from the cans. Like give me that caffeine. Give me that fruit punch. Is this also the other reason why? Because are we coming out with flavors like to our original topic? Are they coming out with new flavors that are slightly different? Slapping on some creator's logo on there to get rid of the old ones? Is that why Fruit Punch isn't around anymore? Or are we just waiting for that new creator to step in for them to slap their logo on? Do we need a new like creator to step up and give us like grape again? Do we need a new one for like pink lemonade? Do we need one for strawberry kiwi? Because like they did it basically for fruit punch. That one just tastes more pineapple now. It's a little bit of a different formula for punch. Fruit punch is gone. You can't get anymore. Who doesn't love a good fruit punch? Slap M Fame on there. Here you go. Boom. New flavor.
Yeah, it's like sour cherry was taken away. We're pissed, but then next thing you
Oh
know, they're like
yeah.
Carnage and Venom. Okay, so that's a perfect example. Look at the fruit punch variations going right now. And fam.
You got a point though, because like I had a sour cherry not too long ago, and I personally love Venom. You put those two cans straight down in front of me, and you can hardly taste the difference. Like they're so damn similar.
Essentially, Teach. Come on.
Come on, give me
Come
the gabagoo.
on.
What the gabagoo?
It's gabagool, and it's how Southern Italians pronounce
Yeah,
gabagool on the Italian combo.
yeah. Put me in the spot.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people say it's gabagool, and I'm like, Southern Italians, mind you. I mean, I'm pretty sure mine's northern. Some people want to know if it's gravy or sauce. Now, for me, I personally don't care. You could say either one. There's some of them where they're going to be absolutely religious. Like there's one guy just going to be like, "You're raising my blood pressure over here, but do me a favor. Go to a grocery store, anyone in America, and tell me the gravy aisle and tell me what you come up with."
It's gravy, man. It's like good brown sauce. So, if we're still looking at the advent calendar, do you think we have then two more shaker releases and then another collector box on the last
Actually,
day?
you know what just hit me? Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you think a FaZe Clan logo has to show up somewhere in here?
Why do you think that? Why wouldn't they just put Area 51 in here then?
I think they would have already done that by now.
But I'm saying like 51 came out not too long ago. Why wouldn't they just save it for this?
Nah. It's just a gut feeling. Now I think there's gonna be probably a Phase Clan member that's coming out with a shaker. If I had to guess, I don't think there's gonna be like a new flavor. Like I remember when they did the sour chug rug, like get a sour chug rug and get any Phase flavor for free. I don't know if it's gonna be any of that, but hmm, it's just a gut feeling I can't describe, man.
So
I'm trying to put my finger on it. I mean, I think it's gonna be a shaker. Maybe they could do like a percentage off on a Phase flavor. I just feel like they're gonna be in on this.
the one thing I was disappointed in, I thought for sure we were gonna see it. Like honestly, today for today's release, is it just like they do with Jingleberries, which didn't make much sense. I thought they're gonna be like, "Hey, you didn't get in the BOGO. Here's Raspberry Pi again. We're gonna have it released for a period of time again. We'll put it on the Advent calendar." I
Ooh.
thought it would see another Advent calendar release because a lot of people missed out on Raspberry Pi after saying there were good reviews about it, and they want it still, and they can't get it. So why not re-release it, even though it's just out 3 weeks ago in the BOGO?
Auga.
I think we're probably going to see. I think you make a good point. I think we'll probably see at least one more shaker. I don't know what we're going to get on the 21st and 23rd. I got a feeling one of those days it could be a Raspberry Pi. I think it's definitely going to be another collector box.
So if we look on the calendar, that's gonna be 4 collector boxes.
I mean, you know, G Fuel, they're not afraid to release collector boxes. They sell. And I'm one of them. I hate to admit it, but I'm one of them. They almost slap anything on a collector box, and I'm buying it. Got to get it
You
for the
know,
collection, baby.
I wonder if there would be a Raspberry Pi collector box. Guy could dream. Guy could dream.
I would be a okay with that dream. I'd be a okay with that. That'd be sick. For real.
Just I could just see you just like on Twitch, and you're just kind of like, guess what came in? I'm
Yeah.
buying. I'm jumping for joy. I can
Like
nearly walk on friggin' water.
it takes a lot for me not to buy. Like it's really itching at me that I'm not gonna buy the MFAM collector box. I'm like I want another collection box for the collection, but like I don't want just hydration. Give me that real release, or or is that what we see on the 24th? Are they re-releasing the collector box again, but with the new hydration, like the not hydration, but the regular tub? Are they just going to release two collector boxes?
You are the definition of mood, man. Like seriously, dude. Cheers.
I'm just saying, man.
Ah,
When it comes to this kind of stuff, I will just pop off.
absolutely. Although, you know, here's an interesting one to fill in a little bit of time. Did we discuss about what flavor we would like? Like if we were to get the privilege to actually make a flavor? Didn't we talk about that last week, or am I just
Not
thinking something?
not about making a new flavor. I've always had the personal campaign of getting a peach iced tea reskin as peach iced tea, but never as a new flavor. Because I've always really thought about that. Like, if I could create my own new flavor, what would it be? We've never gotten into a new flavor topic.
I think I did. I think I mentioned it. I wasn't sure if it was on or off camera, but give me blueberry. Like, give me like what blueberry Red Bull did. Give me that, but give me my nutrients and everything else in it, and a little extra kick.
So what you're saying there, really, but you don't want to admit is that shiny splash isn't all that great. Take out the lemonade and just give me that blueberry.
Just give me the blueberry. Shiny Splash is a watered down blueberry lemonade flavor. It's mostly a
So
lemonade
disappointing.
with a tin of blueberry. I mean, there was a lot of hype. And when I had my sample, I'm just kind of like, it's just okay. But I will say, though, you mix in with Sprite and it's a banger. It's a 4 star.
That'd probably be a good topic for another day. Because I've never mixed any flavor with Sprite personally, even though as much as I love Sprite.
It's a little just different because I think it's a little awkward because you got 2 or 3 sweeteners with actual sugar, so it's going to like mutate it quite a lot. You know what I mean? Like that might be like half a sugar coma right there, and that's probably why it tastes good. But
I mean,
maybe if it was like a diet Sprite, would it work? I don't know.
that would be one that I'd have to really steep on because a lot of the flavors I'd bring up, they've technically already done. Like I'd be like raspberry lemonade. Oh, hype sauce. Okay, blackberry. Oh, black on blackberry. Black cherry. Okay, venom carnage. Um, and then
You
even
know, Virgo, Taylor's wife actually brought up a green tea flavor.
Okay, okay. I
So
respect it. I
my
respect it.
only thing is that it's like what kind of green tea we talking about? We talking like regular tea bags? We talking matcha? Like and just remember, there's some teas, right? As soon as they get cold or room temperature, you kind of go and you're just like,
But,
crap. I got to warm this goddamn thing up, or it's gonna taste like crap.
or it's even like the always at the bottom of that tea. Bottom of the tea always tastes different than the start of the tea.
Hmm.
And man, we are sipping on the tea.
I mean, is there a way that they could? I mean, if you could replicate pie crush, you could replicate honey, right?
Like good. You know, I always thought hive nectar was going to be that. Like,
I thought it was going to be honey and not nectarine, but it's still good.
because like even similar topics to everything we've talked about. For like Mountain Dew, they have I think it's mango honey flavor or citrus honey. I was surprised they didn't do a honey like orange flavor when they came out with the hive nectar. I mean, it's in the name, nectar, but no honey. Give me the honey. I want that honey.
Well, that's why I said give me a green tea because you say like, hey, honey green tea, right? I think that'd be a banger.
I think one that I've always kind of thought of in a weird sense is like, give me a, and I think it technically may have already been done with ice shatter if you look at the actual technical flavoring, but give me like a blue raspberry strawberry, which I think is technically ice shatter.
I can't describe ice shatter. I
It's
just say
Mountain Dew
it
voltage.
as
We know it. G Fuel won't say it's Mountain Dew voltage.
we know it's Mountain Dew voltage, but I've never broke down and said how do you describe ice shatter or Mountain Dew voltage, if you know what I mean.
I mean, on the logo, on the label, it is a strawberry that's blue. I don't know if that's supposed to be like blueberry strawberry or blue raspberry strawberry. I'm a big fan of blue raspberry. I'll admit it. I'm a big fan of strawberry.
Hmm.
I'm also surprised they've never done even just the basic, and I guess I could put my vote in for this, but they've never done like a peach, pineapple, mango. Now, is
You
that just for
know,
punch, or is that actually its own dedicated tropical flavor? Because I think
well,
that would be received well for everybody. It's like the Bahama Mama fans. Take that coconut out.
well, if you think about it, go Bahama Mama and Miami Nights. It makes sense to make mango pineapple coconut. So what do you do for like a mango pina colada flavor? Like what the
Nah, take
hell do
that
you call
coconut
that?
out. We don't need that coconut. Take it out.
Hater.
I'm just not a coconut, my guy.
Hey,
Uh,
it's all good, man. I'm not judging. Like I said, there's people that have ring down my neck for not liking grape or not liking raging gummy fish.
now I won't ring down anybody's neck for not liking flavor. I'm just not a huge coconut guy.
Maiden's blood. It's like anything watermelon or grape. There's people that want to breathe down my friggin' neck. But
See,
hey,
I will
again,
admit
no judge here.
I'm not a huge lemon like watermelon guy. By itself, I think it's a solid flavor by G Fuel, and I think that's even another one that they took off the shelves that's not around anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but watermelon may not exist
Let's
anymore
see.
by
I
itself.
am checking this right now, Teach.
Um, but like I don't fuck with leche. I don't like leche when it came to mystery. But you put pear, leche, and watermelon together in Maiden's Blood. I really digged it. I liked it. I know that's a bit of a hot take to some, but I say okay.
So confetti, confetti's on the bottom of the page. We'll see how that is.
That could be an oh my gosh, we didn't even think about that one. That could
Watermelon's
be.
on here. Watermelon's on here.
It's on the website.
It's on the website.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah,
you
yep.
actually just said that one because that could be the release on the 23rd.
It's on. It says release the 27th.
Okay, so that's not even on the calendar then. Never mind then.
No, it's not on the calendar. Calendar goes up to the 23rd. The
Yep.
confetti's on the 27th.
Because I just thought of that one. I was like, that
So,
could be the release.
do me a favor. Give me an A.
Hey, hey,
A.
oh, hey, hey.
That's great.
Yeah, you got to give me a more of a later day. Give me more earlier than that. I'll give you more of that real A you looking for.
Also depends on how much kick you have left in you.
Oh, dude, I got kicking me all the time, baby. We staying caffeinated around here. I always got that hype sauce in me.
Coming from the guy off a nap.
Hey, we got that shot today, all right? And then they're like, you're going to feel a little fatigue from this. I'm like, I'm always feeling fatigue. So, like, what's the difference between feeling the normal fatigue and this? And I was like, okay, I'm feeling a little tired. Wake up. And I'm like, okay, the arm's hurting. I had that bit of fatigue. That shot hit me.
I thought you'd be like, okay, I got the shot. Now pick a flavor of a can. I thought that would be something like that.
I probably should have hit up a can, not gonna lie. I probably had like 5 shakers coming off that. I won't even lie to you. I was like, couldn't stay caffeinated enough. Like, I was just drinking the shakers.
See, like what happened with me is like 45 minutes. It's like I'm eating lunch and I like clock back in and I'm just kind of like, oh, damn. Kind of
I,
hit a little bit.
I probably should have hit the gym like I was originally thinking.
I think it's just a stretch session and you would have been all right.
I mean, like, I felt fine. I wanted to go to the gym. I usually do every day, so I probably should have just went after, pop some real pre-workout in me, stay awake, feel caffeinated off that.
Damn.
See, now, do you also think like any of these new calendar releases, or in general, do you think they're gonna stick around? Do you think they're gonna knock something else out, like Sugar Plum? Are we talking like Sugar Plum just another Christmas release, or is it gonna be a main staple and knock something out? Even actually a better one, MFAM hydration. Are they gonna take a hydration away and just keep MFAM now?
You know, I think they want to expand the line because if you remember, like I wasn't around for the original hydration, like the pineapple flavor.
That pineapple one,
But
I will admit, was great.
yeah, I've heard good things, but it's like when I saw hydration, I'm like, dude, I gotta stop buying like, cases of Gatorade just because, make it simpler. And like by me, the cases were actually not like on the shelves in the warehouse clubs, all that. So when I saw the powders, I jumped at the opportunity, man. I really did. So in doing so, right, it's like, okay, I saw Blue Rocket Pop, Dragon Fruit, which that sold out quick, then the strawberry lemonade. And then it's like I got the Yuzu bundle, I got the Phase X bundle, I got myself the Phase Berry tub on a recent purchase. I would just continue expanding the line personally. Like I would not like if you only got 5 flavors, why take something out of it?
Exactly. But I mean, I definitely agree. They're probably wanting to like increase the line, increase the flavors for the hydration. That's something else they're wanting to go off of. And is that like something else they need to start looking to? Like, at what point do they start kicking old hydration flavors away when they're putting out new ones? When they start expanding that line, because they do have the issue to where like in some places of the world they can't sell the cans because they're too much and hot or too much caffeine in them. 300 milligram is not allowed. Country, state regulations, etc., provenance, whatever it may be. Is hydration the new way for them to get into those like places? Is that why they're
Well,
increasing it?
if I had to guess, right, the hydration is really what you're dependent on what brand, of course. But if you're competing with PepsiCo and Coca-Cola with Gatorade and Powerade, that's where you hit it deep. It's like Gatorade from PepsiCo, right? It's like if you look at all these major endorsements, and some people are like, well, it's not the biggest revenue drink in the world. It's like, yeah, maybe they don't drink Gatorade in Japan, and Red Bull is like where all the money is because they got all of it for the most part. Between F1, action sports, all the things you can imagine, right? When you compete with Gatorade to land yourself on the map a little bit, why would you take away? Why don't you just expand? Like Gatorade even released like a cucumber
Oh God, don't get
melon.
me started.
That was terrible. By the way,
Trash.
again, that's Phase X in a nutshell, low key.
What, you think Phase X is trash?
No, I'm sorry, Phase 51. I'm sorry,
Okay, okay. I'm like,
Phase
we're
51. I
going to
correct
battle
myself.
tonight. I see how it
No,
is, Relly. We
I, I,
battling.
I love Phase X, so I mean we agree on that. But yes,
Yeah.
Phase 51 and the Gatorade Cucumber Melon, those were equally just mediocre and belong down the drain or in the trash can and recycled properly.
No, but like I think that's a great topic to even hit on. Like if they're trying to get into that market because they already found their market for like the official sports drink. Here's our caffeine tubs. If they're trying to now compete with the Powerades, the G2 Gatorades, all that good stuff, the no caffeine, like what's it got to take? What do they need to put on the map to be a part of that? Because like this is a great start. They are doing stuff with zero caffeine, but like even Gatorade, do you know a flavor they used to love by them that they took off the market and they don't sell anymore by Gatorade? You know they still got that lemon lime. They still have that orange. They still have the main staple flavors from the start. I can't think of any Gatorade off the top of my head that they have kicked out that wasn't an original flavor. They make them all still, as far as I'm aware. Like, and it's not even like the new ones where it's like even you said the new cucumber one. Like, sure, that's like a new flavor. That's a period of time thing. Cool. No, They keep the OGs around. You know, if they took orange Gatorade off the market, people were gonna flip.
Yeah. And you actually can't take off lemon lime Gatorade because that's the original. That's the OG.
That is the original, and that's honestly my favorite. And you know, if they took that away, people are gonna flip. So like, what's G Fuel out here doing, taking old original flavors away, and Gatorade isn't, and they're trying to hop into that like Gatorade Powerade market with the hydration.
It's like kind of like this is like blue ice people take a crap on all the time. But if they took away blue ice, we'd be like, we gotta talk.
I don't even know why people crap on blue ice. To be honest, like it's nothing incredible. It's just a basic, in my opinion, blue raspberry flavor.
Well, that's why I'm saying. It's a generic flavor. They just keep around to the same formula. I mean, will I admit that blue ice is? I mean, there's some flavors on the chalky side. Blue ice is a little on the chalky side in comparison to some flavors, but outside of that, it's solid. It's just blue raspberry.
Now, is it like actually something because of a new product style? Is it a revenue issue? Why is it that Gatorade can keep OG flavors around, even if it is the most OG of OGs to this day, and they're not stopping like creation of them, and they're still coming out with new flavors, and they're still coming out with new product lines. But here, even if they're generic, even if they're not generic, G Fuel is still pushing away old flavors that we love and we want back. But Gatorade isn't. If they're trying to hop into that hydration market,
I have a conspiracy theory.
okay, we're listening. The fans want to know.
Warehousing issue.
You really think that's it?
I'm just saying it's possible.
Okay, okay.
And just remember, right? I won't go into the container issue and everything else, although I'm praying like hell because the Evergreen is going to go through that same canal it got stuck in. You remember that shit?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We all remember the canal.
So I'm praying like hell before Christmas that everything is going to be okay.
Big
But
Bertha got stuck. We know it.
so not for nothing though, right? It's like the Halloween. It's like, hey, just to let you know, it's time for the wait list now. Sorry, but they're on a container as we speak. It's like if you can't store it, which again, the Kiwi Strawberry doesn't make sense because if the powder's old and not even 2 years, it means you still had it around. But if there's a stock issue, like you can't place it somewhere, it makes me wonder. Like I always thought about this too, and this is what scared me. Is like for all the flavors that they're getting rid of, right? It's like okay, Crash Bandicoot. Okay, you had two new games, but is Wumpa Fruit here to stay? Is Ice Shatter here to
God,
stay?
they fucking better because I love them.
I love both of them. I
Same.
do. They're in my 5 stars. They're my
So
5 star flavors. So it's like if you get rid of something, it's like that's why I'm scared. It's like Ice Shatter, you got the Mortal Kombat label on it. Wampa, you got the Crash label on it. It's like because of what? Do you have to constantly strike a deal to keep these things going? Aren't both these guys making money?
so like
It's like Flavor Bomb. Is that eventually? It's like, hey, when Flavor Bomb is like, okay, it's no longer around. Nobody really cares about it right now with Free Guy. Is that going to be pulled?
So like even on that similar topic, I can't blame anybody in their life for liking constants. They don't like change. So like let's say everybody has their coffee, they wake up every single day, they have that cup of Joe. It's good, it's great, it doesn't change. They're not taking away their black bean coffee. And even the same thing with Gatorade. If you're an athlete, if you like to drink your Gatorade, you always go to that orange or that lemon lime. They're not taking it away. Why is the G Fuel does that? If they're trying to get into the hydration market, if people were to take what was it, the blue pop rock or whatever the heck it is,
Yeah,
they're going to flip a lid because that's one of their most popular flavors. So why aren't they wanting to
yeah,
keep that constant in people's lives? They're going to keep them coming back. They're going to keep trying new flavors. They're going to be more adaptive to try your products and be more within your brand.
absolutely.
Again, if Gatorade took away lemon lime, the OG of OG flavors, people would flip. You would hear it.
Yeah, like it just kind of makes you wonder, right? Like, what did the hydration line start with for G Fuel? Didn't it start with Blue Rocket Pop,
Yep.
Dragon Fruit,
Yep.
the Strawberry Lemonade,
Yep.
and then you had the Yuzu, which, by the way, the Yuzu tastes exactly like yellow Gatorade, depending on your water to powder ratio.
Oh, are you talking like the original? Well, I think the original ones was the peach, pineapple.
No, I'm not like the new line, not like the one where it's just like the peach, pineapple, whatever.
Okay,
I'm saying
okay.
like when they revamped the hydration line, it was Blue Rocket Pop, it was dragon fruit, it was strawberry lemonade, and then you have the yuzu,
Yep.
which is essentially yellow Gatorade Zero. So it's like you probably, if you're smart, you probably got like an orange line going on there at some point. And I
Now,
think people are skeptical because of the caffeine orange. I know Sarah's mom loves it, but
now, do
I
you
know a
think
lot of people
that's
are skeptical.
you think that's a way they get G Fuel into that market by putting these bottles on the shelves? Because they recently have the MFAM, the Yuzu, the Bebot Gone Wrong, the Sour Chug Rug, the Phase X. Is this the kind of product they need to start putting out instead of the powder to get them on the shelves, the actual bottles? And then at what point are they going to start to take that bottle flavor that you're used to off the market? Or are they going to stop making the Bebop Gone Wrong because it's a movie promotion, even though people love it? Are they going to start taking away the Yuzu Splash?
You know, you want to know what's actually really funny? And Shock actually pointed out, he said Phase X is the one flavor where in every different form it tastes different.
Yeah, we brought that up last
Hydrate,
week.
hydration, powder, energy powder, and then the bottle. So my only thing is, right, is that if you're trying to promote like hydration, it's like what's hydration in a bottle. I really think it should be it's like its own category because it's like I'm not trying to have sparkling water if I'm trying to hydrate during like a workout or when I'm on the grind. It's like, hey, if I'm at like get together or if I'm at my desk, fine. If I'm grinding, I'll go for caffeine. It's like that hydration in a bottle should be its own category where it's like the actual hydration tub. That's like your Gatorade substitute.
So, thinking of it, right, we brought up before fruit punch. We always kind of go back to it because it's just like that main generic thing that everybody loves. Everybody loves a good fruit punch,
You're
right?
right.
They took away fruit punch. We now have MFAM. We're now getting MFAM hydration. We're getting MFAM hydration bottles, right? We have sour chug rug. Sour chug rug is now in hydration bottles. We have them in tubs as well. Does it depend on who they slap on the bottle to keep it around or not? Because like, when are we ever going to see sour chug rug go off the market? I'm sure it sells because it's a phase flavor. I'm sure it sells because it is a good flavor. But like, there's tons of other good flavors that have sold a ton. So what's taking it off the market? Why can't we keep it around?
You know, I'm not a sour chug rug fan, but I know damn well it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
On the only way that that goes is that if heaven forbid something happens with Phase and G Fuel or Rug and
Yep.
Phase Clan. That's the only way.
Honestly.
That is the only way that that goes. But the way that things are going now, again, something drastic would have to happen. Otherwise, that's going to be there for a long time.
So even thinking of another perfect example, I love my peach iced tea. I love my peach mango. They should be back. They should be around all the time.
Yes, yes.
They had the old hydration flavor, which I can't fully remember the exact one, but it was essentially like the mango pineapple or the peach pineapple or whatnot. People loved that flavor. People wanted it all the time. Hydration was brand new. Why would they take that off the market when they're starting to try to expand their hydration flavors and you can't get peach pineapple anymore? But people will argue it's the top hydration they've ever come out with.
You know, I think it came down to if I had to guess. Now, this is just me working at a fast food chain when I was still in school. I actually used to work at Taco Bell when I
Okay.
was still going to school and all that.
Yeah, make that hustle. Get that bread. Get
So
that
what
tortilla.
happened was when a long time ago, before my time I worked there, they actually made taquitos.
Yep.
And later on, when I started working there, they started to. When I was working there, they just came out with the first batch of the rolled chicken tacos.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone that worked there that was Spanish is going taquitos, and the manager goes, "Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, that's not what these are. That's not what they're called." And they're like, "Dude, come on." And he goes, "Well, they're marketing them this way because if you are old enough to remember, we don't want these to be called taquitos that were taken off the menu." So the way I kind of look at it is, I don't think that's a flavor they're gonna bring back, unfortunately, because The only thing I could think of is it was marketed the wrong way, or they didn't do a good enough job at it, and they just wanted to start fresh.
Even if they wanted to start fresh, I would put money on it that was the top selling hydration bottle, if not damn near second to the blue pop rock or whatever the heck it is. But it's like they're trying to expand the line. You know you have diehard people that are wanting this flavor. Why even to take it away? Why not keep it around to this day? Do I need to slap rug on there? Is that what we keep it around? Do we need to slap some other face member on there to keep it? People love to do. People still spend an insane amount of money to buy it off a secondary market. Why do people have to go to the secondary market now? Why can't G Fuel still create it and then they can get the revenue? They can get their own bread. Like they can get their own rolled chicken tacos.
Yeah. Although, hmm, I know we're over the hour, but do you
We
just
don't have to
think
be straight
anything?
to an hour.
Yeah, whatever the case. I just don't know how far this is going to go.
We
But
don't gotta
do
go
you
too much
see
farther.
Pewds coming out with his original flavor in the hydration bottle? Or perhaps maybe, I don't know, you see Fazeberry in a hydration bottle?
I'm honestly more surprised we haven't seen Faceberry in Hydration Battle or
I'm
just
with
hydration in
I'm
general.
with you because I'm like seeing like all these flavors and I'm like, okay, okay. And I'm thinking, is this going to explode? Or these experimental? But I mean, with Rug, it's like with his flavor, and they're like, say, oh, it's his game and it's his YouTube, it's this, it's that. It's like, okay, how many reskins has that guy had?
For
There you go. It's like, hey, here's the the subs one. Here's the original one. Here's the Halloween one.
yep,
You know what I mean? It's just been, you got four reskins on it, and then it's just like, okay, there's the bottle now. It's like, okay, how many bottles we doing? How many hydrations we're doing? And it just makes me wonder when 2022 comes around, particularly when they start doing the next BOGO is probably March, right?
they usually do an end of the year Christmas New Year's one.
No,
Sometimes they do it as a like buy one get one, or they do it as buy one get one half off.
all right. I'm at like 2022.
Okay,
Like not
okay,
not like going not like New Year's Eve going into the new year.
okay. Then
I'm
yeah, next one
talking
will be
like
March.
I was thinking that. It just makes you wonder what they're going to plan for that time. Like I wish that you could do like a deal on the hydration tubs as well. Maybe one day we'll get there because let me tell you, if you saw my setup at work, it's like I got the tubs that I keep on regular rotation. I got like one or two scoops left of PewDiePie, and then I got my hydration tubs next to it.
That'd probably be a good topic for next week's episode. Is that like why don't I ever see the hydrations on Bocos? Why is it only the main staple flavors? And I think at this point, it
Yeah,
really depends on who they're slapping on the bottle because, like, apparently fruit punch or lemon lime aren't mainstay flavors, even though they have been from the start. But yet, if you technically ask anybody, Fazeberry now seems like your main staple flavor. It's like an OG now, but that's because you put phase on it.
yeah. Kind of makes you wonder. I mean, there's a lot of good flavors here, but all right. I think we'll kind of end off that one because I think we're gonna go. We're probably gonna do like how about for next week we do a top five best and a top five worst with honorable mentions.
All right, we got that. We'll start building on for next week. We can
And
end it there.
and obviously by default, chili dogs is banned from
We're
the conversation
yeah, we didn't even talk
from the
about that.
worst list because that's obviously basically just a gimme.
What the worst?
Yeah, and we'll see which ones we could. Who knows? Maybe we actually might do like a list where it's like name a flavor and we just go yes or no or rank out five, whatever. We'll get some ideas as the week goes on. We know
As
how
we
this
always
goes.
do.
Exactly. Yeah. So I guess with that one, that is episode 2 of Caffeinated. So if anybody has any questions for us, please let us know. We're still working on where to post this, when, where people to answer questions, and that's just there's a lot to talk about that's still kind of vaulted in the back of our minds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one
Mm-hmm.
day we might be touching more on coffee, Monster and Red Bull. I mean, it could be anything. It's just the topics are so broad There's so many questions that instead of 2 minutes, they take about 15 or 20. There's so much to go around, and the content is just endless here. So, by all means, that's why I say reach out to me or Teach, because just remember, anyone who's listening to this, you guys drive the bus for crying out loud.
Yes, sir.
There we go. It's about the deal for the people.
Amen. We do it for you guys, not for us. We're just talking, but we want y'all to listen, and you're the listeners.
Caffeinated for the people. So I'm Relly. This is my co-host Teach, and thank you for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next time with some better news. Take it easy, y'all.
Take care, everybody.